G'day Grimmers, Sun and Steel 71 here, the Eastern Australian. How's it going? I don't usually speak, but I'm going to do this quick vid and talk to you a little bit, just give you a bit of commentary while I run through it. In response to Ashmaker's thread on the forum today where he was saying he was having trouble progressing through the Burrwitch Village to the point where he said he ran around for 5 hours, got pissed off because he couldn't find the way forward. So I'm going to show you how to get to the Wardens Manor from the Burrwitch Village riftgate. So here we go. It's not difficult. The route is really direct actually. It's only the barricades that seem to confuse people. Oh yeah, and the other thing that confuses people is going underground. Man, if you're trying to progress through the Burrwitch Village and you're not familiar with the terrain, do not go underground. That's the best piece of advice I can give you, because you're going to come up somewhere and you're going to go, where the fuck am I? And run around and get yourself even more confused and lost. So first rule, stay above ground unless you're actually just doing some exploring. But if you're trying to progress through the game and get to the next waypoint, get to the warden himself and finish the game, just stay above ground to start with. Make life a lot easier for yourselves. So here we are at the riftgate. Now, the other thing I'm going to say is don't rotate the map. The map is in the default position at the moment, and until you get your bearings, it's a lot easier if you don't rotate the map or even zoom in. You can zoom right out, get a good look around. I like to play a little bit zoomed in because I love this guy's coat, man. This is one of the best fucking props in the game. I never get sick of looking at this. That's fucking awesome. Look at the detail on it, man. It's just fucking excellent. Just excellent. Look at this guy. Hey? I love this. Look at this business down here at the bottom of the coat. And the way it moves. Hey, when you take off. Excellent. Mate, you should have showed some videos of this on of this fucking coat on Steam as a demo video. Mate, I would have played the game. I would have bought the game and played it just to wear this fucking coat, man. It's unreal. Love it. In fact, I just want to say that this is one of the nicest looking ARPGs I've ever played. And the attention to detail and the labour of love when you fucking zoom right in, it's just pleases me no end. It's great. Alright, so what am I doing here? What I did, I come up from the riftgate, I went up this road. This is a road you got to follow. Right, you come to your first blockade. No worries. So you look for a route. Best way to go around that blockade is through this house. You blast the door in, go through the house, blast the second door in, and here you are on the other side of that blockade in a little sort of square area. You got a general store over here, sort of thing. I think it's a general store, yeah. You go inside, have a look around. Someone's trashed it. Typical. Right, and you got the first excuse me, first big ass house here. Sometimes there's an aether crystal in the courtyard here, and probably the first one of the first cellars that you might notice, because you can't really miss it. Do not go down there. Man, if you're trying to navigate this village for the first time, don't go down there. Like I said, stay above ground. It's easy, no problem. Right, so chances are this route through the house is usually open, and probably 50% of the time I come through here, this barricade isn't here either, so you can just run straight up the guts from the riftgate, straight up to that first little square area. Sometimes this area here is blocked with burning wreckage and shit. But if you go around the side here, there's a little bridge that you can go across. Goes around the back of the house. We just run through, past the Aether Crystal. Oh. And back around to the front of the house. So even though it looks like it's convoluted and some people are claiming that it's convoluted, it's not really that hard. There's plenty of ways to get to where you want to go. So instead of going up through the square towards the general store, we go down past the side of the house. And we come to another blockade. Alright, cool, no worries. So we want to get around that. Usually the best way is just to go through this house. Doors open here. We're going to come around that blockade. There's the friendly dunny. Sometimes there's an Aether Crystal here too. But these sets never change, they're always the same. So once you've run this path a couple of times, it'll get to be like second nature to you, even with the blockades popping up. Alright, so we go through this house here, and to show you, we're just on the other side of that blockade now. There's the house we just run through. Alright, and now we're almost there. Come to what I call the stone bridge. Aim for this bridge, you can't go wrong. Here we are at the Burrwitch Estates, and of course the Wardens Manor is in the Burrwitch Estates, you know, because he's a fucking big cheese. Alright, I'm going to show you something too here. You come across the bridge, you got these steps on the left, duck down the steps, and there's a sneaky little path underneath the bridge, which 9 times out of 10, if you didn't know about it, you'd just run past unless you were really doing some serious exploring. And this little path, if you follow the shoreline around, what's going on? Giant mosquito. Fuck you, giant mosquito. Alright, so if you run around, follow the shoreline around, you come to that cave, which actually takes you into the river passage, which goes under the river and brings you up, pop, in a house at the beginning of the Hallowed Hills area. So that's how to get to that secret area, the Hallowed Hills. So I won't go there for the moment. I just want to show you how to get to the Wardens Manor without confusing things too much. So we just go back around, follow the shoreline back around. There's our stone bridge. Love the fucking artwork, man. It's great. Scenery is really good in this game. Come to this square area. There's usually a welcoming committee just back here on the other side of this bridge. Usually find a nice welcoming committee around here. And there's usually another welcoming committee in this sort of in this Crossroads area here. Sometimes this direction isn't blocked, but you don't need to go that way. Sometimes this direction is blocked right here. So when that happens, I come up through here, go through the house. It's worth going through the house because there's usually a chest in these other rooms here. Blast the door in and come out here. So that way's blocked, so we can't come out there. That way's blocked. This path actually leads back down.
My energy is low.
To the Crossroads I was just talking about.
My energy is low.
No, I run out of energy. These fucking skills take a fair bit of doing.
I'm out of energy.
Oh no. Oh, Mr. Fury. Come on. That's it. So, just to show you, if I'd have gone the other way, wait for our energy to come back a bit. If I'd have gone the other way, down the road here, you can see that blockage there. and then that block there. So I could have come up here, gone around through this house.
My energy is low.
Let's take a potion. Come around through this house, and here we are on the other side of that barricade. Right, and here we are back in this courtyard area where we come out when we just come through the other house on the other side. So really it's all, even though it seems like there's a few little diversions, it's all basically leading you in the direction that it wants you to be led. Bit more energy, take out these dudes, come into this other square area, courtyard, say hello to the pram. Love it. Right. Chances are you will have to go through this house where I just went. 9 times out of 10 this road up through here is always blocked. Well, I shouldn't say 9 times out of 10. Probably 60% of the time, roughly. So you end up going through this house here. You don't have to divert. You go and check that out in there. Go through that house and out into this square with the well in it. And then from there, we're at the Wardens Manor. Here we are. Entryway to the Wardens Manor. Up the steps. Up the steps again, and look. Ho-ho! So really, if there weren't any blockades, you'd be able to run here in a couple of minutes, no worries.
I can't carry anymore.
And so it's just a matter of going through the Warden's Manor, dealing with the welcoming committee. Love these guys. Yeah. To the upper levels, you see what I did there. You come from downstairs, clear out the downstairs, come upstairs, out the door here, back down the steps, into the Warden's backyard. And there you go, wooden door leads you down into the Warden's cellar. Well, I hope that was helpful to you, Ashmaker. There are other ways of getting to the Warden's Manor apart from that, but basically that's it. The only other way around, if you don't go over the stone bridge, is to go right around past the abandoned waterfront and come in through the back of the houses, which I can show you now if you like. But the way I showed you is the most direct route, and even if you've got to take a detour around a barricade, you still don't have to go very far out of your way to actually get to the place where you're trying to go. So this is the other way around. If you don't go across the stone bridge, you've got a blockade there. So have to work our way back around to the abandoned waterfront. There's a couple of ways of getting through there. Through this house, sometimes the way's blocked, sometimes it isn't. There's another way from the other house we just come through. So goodbye to these freaks. Fucking rats. Probably the most unsavoury mob in the whole game, mate. To me, they're fucking, why do you bother? Rats. They're just annoying. And here we are at the abandoned waterfront area. Oh, out of energy again. Oh yeah, come on, get him. don't need healing tonics, I need energy. No, thank you. Starting to run out of them. I mean, I could just go and buy more, which I probably will, actually. Considering I've got no shortage of coin at the moment. Alright, that's the abandoned waterfront area. Or part of it anyway.
Is low.
This is the road that leads around from the other direction. This is the back way around.
My energy is low.
Here we are back in the first little square we come across. There's the big ass house. This is the way to the bridge, to the stone bridge, and here's the general store. Hey, how easy is that, man? It's really the first junction you come to. You can either go left or right, and the thing goes around in a circle, so you end up coming to the Wardens Manor anyway, one way or the other. It's just a matter of getting your bearings. That's all it is. Well, it's really not that hard. If you follow the route that I take you, that's the most direct route.
My energy is low.
You don't get lost, even if you have to sidestep around a barricade. You just keep going in the same general direction, and you get to where you want to be, man. Anyway, I hope I didn't sound like I was being condescending. That's not why I went to the effort of making the video. It's just to show you guys that it's probably not as bad as what some people are making out on the forums. And once, like I said, once you run it a couple of times, you get your bearings, everything's sweet, no problem. Alright, Grimmers, enjoy. See you later.